So we're going to start in child's pose. Take your time, come onto all fours. You can bring your big toes to touch, open your knees wide, shimmy your sit bones back to your heels, and add a little sway there as your sit bones rock side to side. Relax your head to the floor and just let that sway trickle up through your spine into your neck and your head. Relax your elbows onto your mat. Close your eyes if they're not closed already. And then settle into stillness here. Taking a few moments here to breathe. Know that this is a home base. If at any time you need a little rest, a little breather, a little break, feel free to come back to this pose. And you can rejoin whenever you feel ready. I want you to take a moment here to arrive on your mat, in your body. With your eyes closed, start to turn your gaze inward. Notice the subtleties of your body as you breathe in and out. You might notice the soft sounds around you. Notice the points of your body making contact with your mat and the texture of your mat against your elbows, your shins, your forehead. Now as you breathe, as you soften your body into the floor, I want you to take a moment to think about this idea of what you practice, you get good at. So as you move through your flow today, I just want you to observe the things you practice, notice in times of challenge. If your self-talk becomes critical or if it becomes motivating. Notice if you're easily distracted or if you practice presence. So just study yourself, your mind, your body, see what comes up, and also notice if these are things that you want to get good at. Because again, what you practice, you get good at. On an inhale, make your way onto all fours. Take a little time here to set yourself up. Bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide, tuck and spread your toes so you'll stretch through the balls of your feet there. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, open through your chest. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left arm, come onto your right shoulder and relax your head to the floor. Press the floor away with your left arm. Try and draw your top shoulder back, twisting your heart to the ceiling. Option to stay here. Maybe extend your left arm to the sky. Maybe drape your left arm behind you, trying to grab your inner right thigh with your left fingers, taking a half bind. Wherever you are, press down a little more into the back of your right arm. Keep spinning your top shoulder back. Take a big breath in, lengthen from tailbone to top of head. Use this exhale to twist a little deeper. Release your left hand back to the floor. Press into that hand. Inhale, unthread your right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale your left arm to the sky. Open through your chest. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right. Come onto your left shoulder and relax your head to the floor. Press down into your right hand here to draw your top shoulder back. Think of spinning from your belly button, your heart, and your gaze to the ceiling. Option again to stay here. Maybe take that right arm high. Maybe drape that right arm behind you, working towards a half bind. Try and grab your inner left thigh with your right fingertips. Spin your top shoulder back. Press down a little more into the back of your left arm. As you inhale, get longer through your spine. Twist a little deeper as you exhale. Release your right hand to the floor. Press into that hand. Inhale, unthread your left arm back up to the sky. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, downward dog. Lead with your sit bones. Lift your hips up and back. Press your hands down and forward into the floor to get longer through the underseams of your arms. And flip those sit bones high to the sky. Then take few breaths here just to move around. You can pedal out your legs. You might open your mouth, stick out your tongue, shake your head, yes and no. Start to release tension from your body. Find more space in your joints, your muscles, even your mind. And then settle into stillness here. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart. Feet are hip width apart. Keep that press down through your hands, that lift up through your sit bones, and now melt your heels towards the floor. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Scorpion dog your right leg. Open your hip, bend your knee, stretch it out. Take a breath in here. Exhale, right knee all the way across to your left elbow as you shift forward to plank. 2 more times. Inhale, right leg lifts, open your hip, bend your knee, scorpion dog. Exhale, right knee across your body to your left elbow. 1 more, inhale, right leg high, open your hip, bend your knee. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, use those obliques. This time, inhale, 3-legged dog, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot all the way up between your hands. If it doesn't quite make it, you can grab that right calf and guide it up there. Lower your back knee to the floor. Press your hips forward towards your front heel. Keep your left hand grounded. Inhale, low lunge twist, reach your right arm high. Get wider through both collarbones. You can keep that back knee on the floor, or if you'd like to extend your back leg and lift your back knee for a little deeper stretch, go for it. Stay here for a breath in. Exhale, right hand to the floor. If that back knee is down, lift your back knee. Step your right leg back to plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Open your hip, bend your knee, scorpion dog like a big yawn through the front of that left hip. Take a breath in. Exhale, left knee, right elbow across your body. Shift forward to plank. Inhale, scorpion dog, left leg lifts. Open your hip, bend your knee. Exhale, across your body, left knee, right elbow. 1 more, inhale, scorpion dog. Open your hip, bend your knee. Exhale, knee to elbow. This time, inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot all the way up between your hands. Lower your back knee to the floor. Press your hips forward towards your front heel a little more. Keep your right hand on the floor. Inhale, low lunge twist, left arm high. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your back. Rotate from your navel, your heart, your gaze. Option again with those back toes tucked to lift your back knee. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, release your left hand to the floor. Inhale, step your left leg back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs again, and this time walk your feet all the way to your hands. Take your time. Once your feet get up there, open them hip width apart. You can measure 2 fist distance between your feet if you'd like. Spread your toes, shake out your head, shake out your shoulders. Bend your knees a lot so that your belly comes closer to your thighs, and then grab hold of opposite elbows here. Give your elbows a little pull. See if you can pull your torso over the fronts of your thighs. Reach your head closer to the floor. At the same time, press your heels down and out to help spread wide through your sit bones and lift your sit bones higher to the sky. We're here for a few breaths. You can stay still. You can sway torso side to side, up and down. Take what you need. Discover those places that might be a little tight in this pose. Add a little tenderness, a little breath, maybe even movement there. And release your arms, soften your knees, and slowly unroll all the way up to stand. Good, take a couple shoulder rolls back. Step your feet together at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Soften your shoulders and close your eyes. See if you can return your gaze inward towards your breath, towards the subtleties of your body. And take a moment here to set an intention for your practice. I offer you that intention of what you practice, you get good at. That intention of exploring those things you are practicing and developing those skills to help you choose what you'd like to practice. As water flows, if it's not guided, it tends to flow into the ruts. That's the path of least resistance. Likewise, our thoughts, our body, ourselves, sometimes if we do not guide those, then we can flow into ruts. So just observe today. Whatever your intention is, seal that in, bow your forehead to your hands. Surya Namaskara A. Gently open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up, lift your heart, press your palms, see your thumbs. Big exhale, dive forward and drop the weight of your head. Inhale, half lift, bring your fingers to your shins and pause. Lengthen out your tailbone. Add same energetic reach through the top of your head. Get long through your entire spine. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Widen through your collarbones. Lift your belly and front ribs into your spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step your right foot way back into a lunge. Step your left foot way back into plank. Inhale, prepare 2 chaturanga push-ups. Exhale, lower halfway down. You can bring your knees to the floor if you need to. Inhale, press right back up. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, press back up. This time, exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes. Reach your toes back. Pull the top of your head forward. Feel that length through your body. Roll your shoulders back. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra. Keep your feet grounded. Peel your chest away from the floor. Imagine you could drag your hands back towards your hips as those shoulders continue to slide down your back. Lift your heart and try and lift your knees off the floor, engaging your legs. Inhale. Tuck your toes. Exhale, press back. Child's pose with your toes tucked under. Easy Ustrasana to start. Inhale, stand on your knees. Bring your hands to your lower back. Roll your shoulders back, elbows in. Press your hips forward. Lift your heart to the ceiling and take your gaze along the ceiling towards the wall behind you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Sit on your heels. Hands forward, stretching back. Breathe in, down dog. Using down dog as a place to come home, to reset, to refocus. Again, you always have the option to take child's pose if you need it. Inhale, rise high in your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Find that length through your spine. Exhale, fold and let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Press your palms. Exhale, fold right back over your legs. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Step your right foot back to plank. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, 2 push-ups. Knees can come to the floor if you need to. Inhale, up. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up. This time, exhale, lower all the way. Good. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Feel that length through your spine as you pull your heart forward and up and elbows back. Tuck your toes. Exhale, press back, child's pose with your toes tucked under. Inhale, Ustrasana. Bring your hands to your lower back. Press your hips forward. Roll your shoulders back, elbows in, gaze drops behind you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sit on your heels, hands forward, lift your hips up and back. Take a breath, take a moment. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time, right and left. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, right foot back to a lunge. Left foot back to plank. 2 push-ups. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, child's pose. Hands to your lower back. Come to stand on your knees. Inhale, Ustrasana. Exhale, downward dog. Sit on your heels. Hands forward. Hips up and back. Take a breath. Slow down. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Press your palms. Last time, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step your left foot to a lunge. Step your right foot to plank. Inhale, prepare, 2 push-ups. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower to the floor. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Tuck those toes. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Inhale, Ustrasana, hands to your lower back. Roll through your spine. Press your hips forward. Drop your gaze back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, down dog. Checking in with your intention. Notice any signs of what you've been practicing. That chatter in your brain, is it positive? Is it critical? Does it get distracting or is it present? Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, and stay here. Heel toe your feet hip width apart. I'll face you for this one. I want you to bend your knees deeply. It's okay if your heels lift off the floor a little bit. And then try and bring your knees into your upper arms. Yeah, knees into your upper arms. Press your upper arms into your knees into your arms. Think of pulling your heart forward and gaze up to the ceiling. This is preparation for crow pose, which we'll play with a little later. 90-degree shift from crow pose to this position. So get this in your body. Arms and legs pressing against each other. Heart and gaze pulling forward and up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Shake out your head, sway your hips side to side. Find a little release. And then heel toe your feet back together. Surya Namaskara beat. Bend your knees deeply. Inhale, Utkatasana. Reach your arms overhead. Take a moment here to find your seat. Shift your shins back towards the back of your mat. Drag your heels back as well. Pull your belly in and up and let your tailbone tuck slightly. Get longer through your side waist. Lift your heart. Reach through your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, half chair. Try and sit so low that your fingers tap the floor. See if you can keep your hips this low. Inhale, Utkatasana, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Yogi's choice. Exhale, step or jump back into Chaturanga. Elbows will bend as you jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow as you shift forward to plank. Squeeze that arm into your upper right arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Lower your back heel to the floor. Press down into your feet. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, and breathe. Work to square your hips just as much as you can. Draw your right hip back, your left hip forward. Keep a deep bend in your front knee as you energize and lengthen through your back leg and back foot. Energetically ground through your feet, and then in opposition, lift your heart, reach through your fingertips, big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. You might need to widen your stance here in warrior two. Left toes turn in a little bit, right toes point straight forward. Get as wide as you can through your legs, through your arms, through the top of your head. Soften your shoulders. Gaze over your right middle finger. Turn your right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Keep bending through your front knees. You extend your right arm up and back. Lift your right hip crease to the ceiling. Reach your right fingers to the back wall. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Right hand to the inside of your right foot. Turn your left palm to face the front of the room and cast your left arm all the way overhead. Feel that long diagonal from the outer edge of your left foot through your left fingertips. As your left tricep spins down towards your nose, counter that by spinning your right ribs up to the ceiling and keep pressing your right knee open with your right arm. Staying grounded through those feet. Inhale, reverse triangle. Today with your right hand behind your head. Both legs will stretch straight. Think of lifting the skin of your right ribs and your right elbow up to the ceiling as you press down and forward through that right foot. Take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Take your time. Find your flow. Option to float that right leg. Option to lower your knees. Option to skip chaturanga, whole plank, and meet up with us in down dog. Take what works for you. A breath in down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shift all the way forward. Squeeze that left knee in. Good, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot all the way up between your hands. Lower your back heel to the floor. Press down to rise up. Inhale, warrior one. Again, take a moment here. Refine your stance. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward just as much as you can. Bend deeper through that front knee, but then charge up your back leg. Seal the outer edge of your back foot into the floor. Counter, pressing down through your feet by reaching long through your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Maybe widen your stance as you open out. Right toes turn in a little, left toes point straight forward. Try and bend your front knee right over your front ankle. Think of zipping your inner thighs in and up. At the same time, extend wide through your arms. Gaze over your left middle finger. Turn your left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Keep moving your left shin forward. Lift your left hip crease to the ceiling. Get longer through your left side. Extend your left arm further towards the back of the room. Big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand to the inside of your left foot. Turn your right palm to the front of the room. Cast your right arm all the way overhead. Feel that length from the outer edge of your right foot through your right fingertips. Spin your right tricep down towards your nose. It's going to feel a little counterintuitive. And then keep pressing your left knee open with your left arm. Use that as leverage to help spin your left ribs to the ceiling. Anchor through your feet. Inhale, reverse triangle with your left hand behind your head. Lift the skin of your left ribs and your left elbow to the ceiling. Keep pressing down and forward through your front foot. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Your version, your flow. Take what you need. Leave what you don't. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Have another moment. Check in. Notice any new sensations in your body. We're going to smooth that out. Follow your breath. Inhale, rise high in your toes. Gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Less thoughts, more feelings. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana, soften the mind. Exhale, half chair, fingers tap. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, shift forward. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Lower your back heel flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, right hand down. Take that left arm all the way up and over. Inhale, reverse triangle with your right hand behind your head. Lift your right elbow to the ceiling. Exhale, Chaturanga. Find your flow. Follow your breath. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shift forward. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Right heel flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Right, left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, left hand down. Reach that right arm all the way up and over. Inhale, reverse triangle with your left hand behind your head. Lift your left elbow high. Exhale, Chaturanga. Find your flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Observe. Notice any things you're practicing, any habits, any tendencies, any go-tos and defaults, and decide, is that what you want to practice? Or can you consciously start to shift things? Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, adding on. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, half chair, stay here. I'm gonna turn and face you again. Open your feet hip width apart, coming back into that crow prep. Bring your knees into your upper arms. Press your arms and knees into each other. Pull your heart forward and up. From here, you'll take your hands about a foot in front of you. Keep pulling your heart forward and up. Here's that 90-degree shift to find crow. Coming onto your hands, heart pulling forward and up. You might lift one foot, maybe the other, maybe both feet lift off the floor. Breathe here for 3. Chaturanga coming up in 2 and 1. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Lower your left heel flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, stay here. Exhale, your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your palms. Open wide through your chest and your collarbones. Take a breath in, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Let your torso fold inside your right thigh. Stretch your arms up and over as you actively reach the top of your head towards the floor. Power up your back leg a little more. Breathe here. Big breaths in. Big breaths out. One more inhale. And exhale. Release your arms, press with your feet. Inhale, warrior one, arms overhead. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Inhale, star pose. Stretch both legs straight. Turn both feet out, both heels in. Lift your hearts. Reach through your fingers. Zip up through your inner thighs. Big inhale. Exhale, horse pose. Sit low, hands to prayer. Open your knees wide. Good. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. One more. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. Knees stay wide. Bring your hands to your inner thighs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist right. Gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Stand tall, star pose. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Turn your toes in, heels out. Flat back over towards the floor. Grab hold of your outer heels or outer ankles with your hands. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And on an exhale, try and reach your collarbones towards the floor. Find length through your lower back. Press your heels down and out to flip your sit bones high. And then keep those collarbones reaching for the floor as you lift your shoulders up your back away from your ears. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath in. And out. Release your hands. Crawl your hands to the right. Find a low lunge facing the front of your mat. Bend your right knee deeply and lower your back knee to the floor. Working into Parvrita Parsvakonasana step by step. First, I want you to bring your hands to your right thigh. So revolved side angle. We're going to work into a twist. Bring your right thumb into your right hip crease and draw your right hip crease down. Make more space between your right hip and your right armpit. Reach your left arm to the ceiling, lengthen through that left side, and let your hips move forward towards your right heel. Good. Inhale, prepare. And on an exhale, twist. Hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee as much as you can. Keep drawing your outer right hip down with your right thumb to keep that length from your right hip to your right armpit. Option to stay here, or maybe bring your right palm to meet your left. Use your hands, press your palms together, start to spin your heart closer to your thumbs. Option to stay here, or maybe with those back toes tucked, extend your back leg and lift your back knee off the floor. Use your inhale to lengthen out your back heel forward through the top of your head, and use your exhale to twist. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Take one more breath. Exhale, release, hands to the floor. Inhale your right leg to plank and pause. Finding a little symmetry in your body. Shoulders are square, hips are square. After that twist, come down to your forearms. Engaging your core. 10 wide mountain climbers. Bring your right knee to your upper right arm and back to plank. Left knee, left arm, and plank. 8 more. Right and plank. Left and plank. 6. Keep breathing. 5. Child's pose coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to the floor. Press back and breathe. Beautiful. You guys take a little time. See if you can find that same release that you started class with here in child's pose. Softening with every breath. Inhale onto all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last side. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Right heel flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, stay here. Exhale, hands behind you. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your palms. You can keep a bend in your elbows if you need to. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Take your torso inside your left thigh. Power up your back leg, seal your back foot into the floor. Stretch your arms overhead and actively reach the top of your head to the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, release your arms. Inhale, warrior one, rise up, arms high. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Inhale, star pose. Stretch both legs straight. Turn your toes out, heels in. Zip up through your inner thighs. Take a breath in, open your hearts. Exhale, horse pose, sit low. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. Again, inhale, star. Exhale, horse. This time stay low, knees wide. Lift your right heel off the floor and lower down. Lift your left heel off the floor and lower down. Keep it going. 6 and down. 5 and down. 4, notice what comes up in your mind. What are you practicing? Almost there. 2, one more. 1, sit low. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Toes out, heels in. Let it go. Options to grab for your outer heels. Maybe yogic toe lock around your big toes. If you would like to take another bind, feel free to take that. Or if tripod headstand is in your practice, feel free to take that as well. You can use your inhale to lengthen and use your exhale to fold. You might close your eyes here. Slow down. Take one more inhale, fill up. Empty as you exhale. Release your hands. Crawl your hands to the left. Low lunge facing the front of your mat. Bend your left knee. Lower your back knee to the floor. Working towards Parvrita Parsvakonasana again. Revolved side angle. Start by bringing your hands to your left thigh. Slide your left thumb into your left hip crease and pull that left hip down. Get longer from your left hip to your left armpit and let your pelvis move forward again. Extend your right arm up. Lengthen through your right side as you breathe in. Exhale, twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee, as much of that arm as you can. Option to use that left thumb in your hip crease if that's helpful and feels good. Otherwise, bring your left palm to meet your right. Use your hands as leverage. Press your left palm into your right to help spin your heart center towards your thumbs. Option to stay, or maybe add that little balance challenge. Tuck your back toes, extend your back leg, and lift that knee. Breathing here, inhale, go for length. Use that exhale to twist. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, step to plank and pause. Find that symmetry through your body, a squareness, evenness through your hands, your shoulders, your hips, your heels. And lower onto your forearms. One more set of wide-kneed mountain climbers. Here we go. Right knee, right arm. And plank. Left knee, left arm. You got it. This is 8. 7. Use your breath. Exhale. Exhale. Last 4. 3. Child's pose coming up in 2. 1. And rest. Knees to the floor. Press back and breathe. Take a moment here. Let the weight of your body melt into the floor. And slowly just roll up to sit on your heels. Take a gaze up towards me. We're gonna give hurdlers pose a little try. I'm a little sweaty, so I'm gonna towel off so I don't slip. I'll demonstrate once and then I'll let you play around with it. We've prepped ourselves nicely for it. So here's a little demonstration. We're gonna start in downward facing dog, and then we'll shorten our stance a little bit so our feet will move forward just a little bit. We'll start by lifting a leg, and then just like we've done before, we're gonna bring that right knee to our upper outer right arm. Elbows will bend like chaturanga as we do that, and we'll place our leg on our elbow to make a shelf. Gaze towards that leg, just like crow pose. Pull your heart forward, shift weight to your fingers. Maybe that back leg lightens and lifts. Yeah, we'll give it a try, right side, left side. When you've had enough, you can rest in child's pose. I'll talk you through it. Let's see how it goes. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Notice before we even start what popped into your mind. You might surprise yourself. Stay open-minded. Walk those feet forward just a little bit. That's going to help. You're going to want to shift way far forward onto those hands, and a shorter stance will help you find that. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to your upper right arm. As you do that, bend your elbows like chaturanga. Make a shelf for your right leg. Gaze to the right. Pull your heart forward so much that those back toes lighten and lift. Stay as long as you can, want or need, and then rest in child's pose. Let's give that left side a try. Every side is different. Stay open. You might surprise yourself on this side. Downward dog. Walk those feet forward just a touch. Shorten your stance. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to your left arm. As you do so, bend your elbows like chaturanga. Find that shelf. Gaze to the left. Pull your heart forward. Shift as much weight to your fingers as you can to lift that back leg. Good. Stay as little or as long as you'd like, and then rest in child's pose. Downward facing dog. I'm going to start to cool things down. Breathe here. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Gaze forward. Exhale, pigeon on the right. Bring your right knee to the outside of your right wrist. Walk your left knee and left toes way back so you're long through your left side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And on an exhale, fold. If you feel any pain in your right knee, or if this is way uncomfortable, feel free to come onto your back. Cross your right ankle over your left knee for a little supine figure 4. We hold a lot of resistance, a lot of tension in our hips. So although this pose might not be comfortable, I want you to see if you can breathe through it. Try and find a little surrender against that resistance instead of fighting it. Start to walk your hands back in. Tuck your back toes, step back down dog, pedal out your legs, shake out your head. Let's find a little release and then we'll change sides. Inhale your left leg high. Gaze to your hands. Exhale, pigeon on the left. Bring your left knee to the outside of your left wrist. Walk your right toes back, your right knee back, get longer through that right hip. Sit up tall as you breathe in. Exhale and fold. Again, modify as needed. If it feels good to close your eyes, close your eyes. Find those not so obvious places where you can release your jaw, your teeth, your tongue. Slowly walk your hands back in. Step back, downward dog, pedal out your legs. Last down dog of class. Make it feel good. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze past your hands. Bend your knees, try and use your knees like springs. Jump your feet through your hands and have a seat. Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together. Knees open wide, sit up tall, take a breath in. Exhale and fold. Slide your shoulder blades down your back, away from your ears. If it feels good to sway your head side to side, go for it. Make your way up to sit. Gently close your knees, stretch your legs out long. Flex your feet, sit up tall, take a breath in. Exhale and fold. Start to unroll and make your way all the way onto your back. Once you arrive on your back, hug your knees in towards your chest. Happy baby, grab for the outer edges of your feet. Try and keep your lower back on the floor. As you pull your knees towards the floor, press your feet into your hands. Tuck your chin just a little so the back of your neck is long. Option to stay still, maybe rock side to side. You might stretch one leg straight, the other, both legs straight, whatever feels good. Maybe even turn your head side to side. And then hug your knees back in towards your chest. Bring both hands to your right knee. Keep your right knee in, extend your left leg long, take a breath in. Exhale, easy twist, let that knee fall to the left. Gaze to the right. Inhale back through center. Change sides, hug your left knee in. Stretch your right leg long, take a breath in. Exhale, twist, let your knee fall right, look left. Inhale back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. See if you can wrap your arms around your shins so you curl into a tight little ball, forehead to your knees. Squeeze your eyes, squeeze your toes. Inhale, fill up. And with a big exhale, release and set up for final rest. Shavasana. We'll be here for about 2 or 3 minutes. I'll cue you to come out of it. So take a little time and really settle in here. Get all your fidgets out. Create a little space between your arms and your torso. Close your eyes and just let go. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Add a little movement to your fingers, your toes. Gently turn your head side to side. And when you're ready, hug your knees in towards your chest. Roll to your right side and take a moment there, a little extra breath to transition. Gently make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And as you do so, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Return your gaze inward and find, see, embrace your light within. I believe that we learn by practice. Whether it means to learn to dance by practicing dancing or to learn to live by practicing living, the principles are the same. In each, it is the performance of a dedicated, precise set of acts, physical or intellectual, from which comes shape of achievement, a sense of one's being, a satisfaction of spirit. One becomes, in some area, an athlete of God. Practice means to perform over and over again in the face of all obstacles, some act of vision, of faith, of desire. Practice is a means of inviting the perfection desired. Martha Graham. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much.